Little fun fact about me, I own a Nintendo Switch. It still runs great and I have fun with it, but gosh, if only there was a Switch 2 that wasn't just an OLED upgrade. Lucky for me, there's been a lot of rumors about Nintendo and the Switch recently. The only problem is that it seems like there are always rumors about Nintendo and a Switch. So today we're going to go over what we actually know about Nintendo's maybe new console, what are just rumors, what people would like, and if we actually need the thing. So let's jump right in. So rumors about the Switch have been going on for years at this point. It seems if you follow the topic or on Twitter at all, there's a new leak every other month, but we may have finally got something a little more concrete. In fact, Eurogamer reported some interesting findings on the 7th of this month, and it seems to have released the floodgates a bit. So according to them, while the general public was able to play games at Nintendo's booth at Gamescom, something a lot more exciting was happening not too far away from there. It seems that Nintendo's third-party partners were being shown tech demos of the Switch 2 and how well it is expected to run. Apparently, partners were shown a demo of Breath of the Wild hitting targets that would not be achievable in the original hardware, as well as some other demos like a Matrix demo that was shown for previous PlayStation consoles. It's not clear what, if anything else, was shown at these meetings, but it does seem relevant to point out that the Switch is currently just over 6 years old, so an upgrade or successor does seem more likely by the day. Because of these rumors and the console's age, many people are predicting a late release next year. To me, it seems a little early to try and pin a date when we haven't even seen anything truly concrete from Nintendo, but that's just my opinion. Besides this report, we also know that Nintendo has confirmed that when they make a new console, if they make a new console, that they will be able to transfer your current profile for the Switch over to this new console. So there's got to be some sort of compatibility there at least. They haven't elaborated much on this, but it's inevitably stoked the ideas of backwards compatibility, which has been confirmed to be at least partially true by a known Reddit leaker. This, however, also has been backtracked by other people that are in contact with third parties, saying that's not something they're interested in, but I digress. The same leaker has also said that the Switch 2 will have a camera function much like the DS, and that some larger partners like Square Enix are already working with dev kits for future releases. Even if that is the case, just because there is a dev kit in the wild doesn't mean that the console is finished or even that the specs are finalized. A dev kit could literally be a computer that has similar specs to what the final console will be, so because of that, things could be in very early stages for all we know. And this is really all we know, with most of it being hard or impossible to verify given the fact that all the sources are anonymous or on Reddit. With that being said, what should we expect from a new Switch console? I can't say what the perfect console would be, but I'll go over what I would want from it and why I think a lot of people would want from something like that. Personally, I think the Switch is already pretty great, so most things I would ask for are quality of life upgrades. The original Switch was great at 720p in handheld mode, but I would love it if they were able to push it towards a standard 1080p format. A lot of times when I play games on there, it would feel like things were too small and I couldn't get the sense of scale that I wanted when it was docked. Along those same lines, I think they could probably make the bezels smaller on the console as well. In terms of hardware, I don't think I'm alone in wanting it to be a more powerful console. I don't think anyone's expecting it to be as powerful as a PS5 or an Xbox, though some are reporting it will be as powerful as a PS5. I would take that with a grain of salt. With that being said, I think that the base memory, storage, GPU, and CPU could all be improved given the fact that the Switch is so old now. As for the battery life, I think that the original Switch had a pretty standard charge, but in order to improve on that or keep up with hardware upgrades that people would want, would probably need a larger capacity. And honestly, that's pretty much it from me. There are other things that they could do, of course, like improve the Joy-Cons or the stand for the Switch, but those are little things and could be updated without the need for a whole new console to do that. As for the rumors of a camera, I don't personally see a need for it, given the fact that everyone has phones now, but it does seem like a thing that Nintendo would do. Plus, with how much better AR technology has gotten in recent years, there could be good motivation for something like that on the developer side in order to integrate AR into games. At the end of the day, though, this is just an empty wish list. Do we actually need any of this? And when Nintendo does announce something, when will we get it? For better or worse, I think a Switch 2 is coming sometime in the next year. Reports are mixed, with many outlets saying that it will be coming towards the holiday season 2024, while at the same time stating that Nintendo is hoping to launch it a lot closer to spring of next year. I can't help but wonder how feasible something like this is if the demos being shown are in the early stages. At this point, it seems the Switch 2 could be close to finishing or still in early stages, which is to say we still know almost nothing at the end of the day. Luckily, Nintendo may tell us soon, with a rumored Nintendo Direct taking place sometime in mid-September. None of this, however, has yet been confirmed by them, so if this Direct does end up happening, it would make it a lot easier to pin down a release window for the long-awaited console. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me, everyone, and pretty much all we know right now, but I want to know what you think. Will Nintendo make any sort of announcement soon, or are these more rumors with very little weight behind them? What is your ideal Switch 2, or do you even think we need one at this point in the console's lifespan? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you all soon for the next video. Hopefully, more news about the Nintendo Switch.